It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Friday, the 3rd of January, 2020. I'm Michael Groff. Weather pattern turning warmer over the next few days as high pressure builds in across the southwest. We, of course, will stay dry. By next week, even though the finer details are still somewhat in question, we do expect temperatures to slowly lower. Will that be accompanied by any chances of precipitation? Well, we'll talk about that. First, let's check out the climate stats from the year 2019. We have all of that information in now. The average temperature in Phoenix, 74.9. That was a degree and a half cooler than last year. And overall, the 28th warmest on record in Phoenix. And yes, just under 6 inches of rain in the bucket at Sky Harbor, so we kept it on the drier side of the ledger. You can see the month-by-month breakdown here, and really, it was the first few months of the year that kept us well below average. Look at May, one of the coolest Mays on record. And precipitation-wise, again, the month-by-month there, and you can see February was very wet, but the monsoon season really took its toll and has kind of made the drought situation here across the southwest a little bit worse for wear. All right, speaking of climate, looking at yesterday, 64 degrees was the high in Phoenix, 41 the morning low. That's pretty seasonal. And a trace of rain officially in the bucket at Sky Harbor that occurred just after midnight. Now, outside here at 5:15 a.m., we've got clear skies. Sitting at 44 degrees, dew points at 33, humidity 65%, the air is calm, and the barometer is steady. Temperatures out there this morning kind of interesting, 31 at Fort McDowell, 32 Goldfield, that's pretty normal. But check it out, Thompson peaks at 45, it's 47 on South Mountain, and those are elevated locations. Thompson Peak is up at nearly 4,000 feet. It's warmer there than it is across most of Metro Phoenix, and that's because we have an inversion in effect. That's keeping the air quality kind of bad, as the colder air and all the pollution and particulate matter is trapped near the surface. All right, the upper air look, well, a dry north to northwesterly flow continues in the wake of a very large trough that's now moving out into the plain states. An upper low over Mexico is merged with a northern tier system to form that big trough, and that's brought plenty of rain to the southeastern U.S., where flood and flash flood watches continue for a good portion of Alabama, Mississippi, and some of the adjacent areas. Out here in the west, some winter weather advisories, and we have an avalanche warning as well as high wind warnings across parts of Montana. But here in Arizona, not a whole lot happening other than those air quality alerts. Convective outlook for today, we've got the marginal risk of severe storms around Dothan, Alabama, Pensacola, Tallahassee, Macon, Albany, Georgia. Otherwise, not a whole lot happening. And the precipitation outlook for the next 7 days, nothing to worry about here in Phoenix, practically nothing statewide as the weather pattern remains tranquil. And we'll get into the details of that now as we explore the models, have a look at it. Here's the GFS. This is the 06Z run at 2 o'clock this afternoon. And there's that wave moving off to the east. Again, the dry north to northwesterly flow continues here, and it's a cool airflow for us too. So down at the surface, sunny skies, another slightly cooler day, highs low, maybe mid-60s. Tonight, clear skies, the dry air continues, so we'll drop in the 30s in the cool spots, low 40s in the urban core. And then tomorrow, we'll begin a slow warm-up as high pressure builds and the upper heights rise a bit. Sunny, highs mostly in the mid-60s. Upper 60s are likely on Sunday and Monday with mostly sunny skies. The warmest desert spots could reach 70. Now, as we go further into next week, Tuesday, we'll start to see troughing beginning to develop over the western states in response to a broad upper high that'll be pushing up toward the Aleutian Islands and into the Gulf of Alaska. And this is going to be a pattern that's going to stick around for quite a while. So as a result, we'll be on the southern flank of that. Temperatures will start to lower, though. We'll be in the mid-60s on Tuesday, low 60s on Wednesday, and Thursday we may stay in the upper 50s for our highs. Those overnight lows will get down in the 30s. And again, precipitation does not look to be all that likely. Again, a few showers may occur across far northern or eastern Arizona at some point next week, but even that doesn't look all that likely. Here's a week from today. This is Friday the 10th, and that still looks dry for us with a mainly west and northwesterly flow. And you can see that area of high pressure continues to build out there over the northern Pacific. And in that configuration, again, it does not look all that likely that we would get any precipitation. The troughing would remain generally across the central and northern Rockies, keeping us on the dry side. And here's the end of the forecast period. This is Sunday, the 12th. And now we see a deep low over the Great Basin. Unfortunately, that looks to slide over land, not picking up a lot of Pacific moisture, so we would probably stay dry, although there could be some isolated showers across the state because the air is so cold, and we would wring out any moisture that is available, but this is just way too far out to tell for sure. The one trend we are seeing on the models is there is a clear sign of cooler weather coming in here once again as we go out toward next week and beyond into mid-January. All right, speaking of, temperatures off of the GFS ensemble through the period, and highs warm up this weekend, and then a slow downtrend. In fact, the ensemble puts us about 10 to 12 degrees below average as we get out there toward 10 days and beyond. All right, and that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video back here on Monday morning. And if you enjoy our videos, be sure to subscribe, like, share, and click that notification bell so that whenever we post a brand new one, you'll be alerted. Your comments, questions, and suggestions always encouraged as well. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Be safe out there and have yourselves a wonderful Friday and a great weekend.